Splatoon 3's first Splatfest is coming up, and the theme is what the player would bring with them to a deserted island. It's an interesting opening theme, and players may have to spend more time pondering it than they might expect. Still, with the Splatfest set to begin on September 23, one will need to pledge their allegiance to one of the options if they want their rewards. Splatfests have been a part of the Splatoon games since the very beginning. They are team-based events, with each of the game's idol hosts representing one of the teams. Splatoon 3 shakes up the formula a little, as its resident hosts, Deep Cut, are a trio, giving players 3 options instead of 2. The rules for the event itself are quite simple. Over the course of the event, whichever team has the best overall performance are the winners. The rules and strategies for Splatoon 3's Splatfests are nearly the same as always, with the addition of tricolor turf wars. Every Splatfest has a theme, and Splatoon 3's debut Splatfest asks players what they would bring to a deserted island. Gear, grub, or fun. Team Gear, represented by Shiver, promoted bringing useful tools to make surviving on the island easier. The biggest advantage of this option is obvious, as proper gear makes every aspect of wilderness survival at least somewhat easier. In fact, gear could even help the player find food and water, encroaching on Team Grub's territory. It's a perfect match for Shiver's more calm, measured persona compared to her 2 co-hosts. Team Gear is the choice for those who like to be prepared for any circumstance, which is also a good trait to have on Splatoon's battlefields. With the game being tough enough that Nintendo offered a Splatoon 3 beginner's guide, it pays to be prepared. Splatoon 3's first Splatfest questions the player's priorities. Team Grub, represented by Fry, has a simple approach to the scenario. Food is good and keeps people alive, so it should be a top priority. With a big stash of food, one would be able to stave off starvation while also keeping their energy up. While a stash of food would give one a good head start on survival, everything else would still require them to start from scratch. While not perfect, grub would definitely be a big help in staving off hunger, doubly so if water is included to help with dehydration. Players who are on board with this idea can grab one of Splatoon 3's best weapons available and join the fight. The last option is Team Fun, represented by Big Man, who takes a completely different approach to the situation. Rather than worrying about survival, Team Fun is all about having a good time. Foregoing food and tools for games and other amusements, it is an option for those who value entertainment and enjoyment as the highest priorities. Team Fun is easily the least effective when it comes to island survival. However, if one was taking a vacation to the island instead, then Team Fun is a very good choice, provided one could find a way to charge their electronics, of course. As the third option in Splatoon 3's new tricolor turf war, Big Man's team will make things interesting. There is another way that players can decide which Splatfest team to join, and that is simply to side with their favorite member of Deep Cut. This will be the first 3-way Splatfest since the game's launch, so it's the first chance for the new game to truly show its approach to a beloved series tradition. With Splatoon 3's first Splatfest ready to begin, players should register as fast as possible.